If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam.
We're checking out oil now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
We're checking out oil now.
Here, me too.
Not for the footsteps, nothing. The thump.
Yeah.
Weird, nobody's answering the door.
Right. How's it going?
Good, Harry.
Good.
Sorry, I'm in the shower.
No problem, man. I got a package for Richard. Richard.
Yeah, that would be me.
Oh, how's it going, man?
Good, Harry.
Nice to meet you, bro. Oh, I just got out of the shower. I can tell. Is anybody with you right now?
My roommate.
Got it.
He's in bed.
Got it. Well, it's about some groups on Viber we want to go over. Just want to have a conversation about it. Would it be best to do it out here or inside, or what do you think?
Whatever.
Okay. Is it cool if we just go into your room then?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. I got two people with me for safety. Y'all come on. And just for everybody's safety, I am recording. Just I don't want you to know I'm not here to hurt you or anything like that. Yeah, we'll keep it down here. Appreciate you, man. Where are the weapons at?
There's my computer.
Okay. Got it. All right. Man, tight little room in here.
Kind of in the middle of
I got you.
process.
Yeah, so like I said, for your safety, I'm just recording, just so you know, I'm not here to take any money from you, hurt you, anything like that, okay? Yeah, so my name is Gordon. Sorry to meet you like this. I just want to have a conversation here about kind of what's been going on, about some stuff. But I know you're trying to do work right now or anything?
I'm actually.
Okay. What's your...
I have a
Okay.
so
Got it. Well, that's something we can work through and all that. And do you play any games on the computer here?
Yeah.
What do you play?
right now I'm mostly playing Star Trek Online. Got a couple other like with Epic, you get free games every week.
Oh, no shit. Got it. So Star Trek, I've never heard of that online.
Yeah, it's actually about 15 years old now, but I was one of the very first members on it.
Okay.
But I kind of come and go. I haven't played it for like 4 years.
Got it. So Fortnite, do you used to play Fortnite and all that?
I've never been on Fortnite.
Really? What do you usually play besides Star Trek?
Just For the most part, just kind of single player games. Star Trek's one of the few games that I play that's actually online with other people.
Got it. Got it.
Because with my can't move fast like you need
Right.
to do with a shooter and that sort of thing.
I was never too good at Call of Duty and all that. I was a Madden guy. I don't know if you play Madden at all, but
No.
got it. I kind of like a dim sensitive. Can you just like open the blinds, please? Just like.
Do you have Wi-Fi here? Excuse me, do you have Wi-Fi? Sorry, hang on a second. Let me put my ears in. Nope, they're not in here. Let me get behind you. Got it.
Huh?
Ask for the Wi-Fi.
Go. Just want to be sure, just for everybody's safety, just in case. Like, I don't think you're going to try anything or anything like that. But what is the Wi-Fi here? Just want to have an access to someone outside if I need to have it.
Right. It's pull it up on my phone.
All right. Yeah. Just. Okay. It's
Home E419. It's from
Home
Comcast.
E419. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the passcode to that, if you do?
I don't remember. It's been so long that I put it in my phone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, here I'm gonna. It's a.
It's just the default one that came with the.
Good. Okay. Yeah. So, are you from Illinois originally?
No, I visited somebody there, and then while I was there, I had to register because I was there for more than a couple days.
Got it. Got it. So you're from this area?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it, man. So you seem like an honest dude and all that, and obviously, I'm not here to drop any bombs here or anything like that, and I came to your house because I just wanted to get this address with you. That's all. Obviously, it is voluntary to talk to me. I'm not here to force you to do anything, or I'm not here to you can tell me to piss off at any time. But like I said, there was some stuff saved, and I just want to get an address. That's all, man. But being the honest guy you are, do you kind of know what I'm here to talk about?
I've heard of Viber, but I don't use it.
Okay. Well, obviously there's an account with your number there at some point. Like, what happened? Like, who got you to download it?
I've been getting all sorts of spam stuff.
Well, here, let's. You don't have to show me on the phone. I'll just talk to you. Take your word for it here.
I've got the verification. Well, that's from Credit One. That's a
Okay.
normal one. Your account's been reloaded. What account? Verification code for Atlas. I don't know what Atlas is.
Okay.
One-time access code, Arati code. I don't know. I just keep getting all these messages all the time. And I just ignore them. I figure most of them are scams or whatever.
Right. So where did you hear about Vibe? Because you said you've heard of it.
Well, I do sometimes play games online and people just talk about random stuff. It's apparently some sort of along the lines of Twitter or maybe Instagram or something where people can communicate.
Just a communication app?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've heard that just on an online game or something like that?
Yeah, just people talking online.
Okay. Just kind of hear it in passing.
Yeah.
Got it. Have you heard about Telegram at all?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Okay.
Along the same lines as far as I know.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I appreciate it. So when do you think you first heard about Viber?
Four or 5 years ago.
Okay. Got it. So how often are you kind of online playing games and all that stuff?
Well, my computer is almost always on and almost always connected to the internet.
Okay.
But as far as playing the games, I go through phases. I'll play near about nonstop for a couple weeks,
Right,
and then I
right.
won't do it at all for a month. It's just on and off.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I was the same way with Madden back in the day. Like, dude, I'd go on a 10-game win streak and it's like that's all I want to do. And then I lose one game and of course the other guy's cheating, of course. Never me because I'm bad, you know how that goes. And then it's like, all right, I quit this for
Peanut, that's enough.
it's like, I quit this for a month and whatever. So you're kind of the same way, just go on and then just stop and go on. Just kind of do that online with that stuff.
Yeah, just random games and stuff like that.
Fair enough. So you mentioned they talk about apps online that just they talk on off the game.
I mean, they'll talk about random stuff. Yeah, they'll have just a chat box, and they'll just be talking and roam.
Do you think we can put the dog in the other room, please?
She is in the other room.
Oh crap!
It's through the door.
Oh gosh. Okay. Got it. Got it. Do you have a backyard here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in the backyard if you don't mind.
All right.
Can we just leave that there just for everybody's safety? Thank you. If you don't mind.
Good. Oh, I thought it was in the other room. Yeah, come here. You can be back. Yeah. You stay in here. Alrighty then.
Yeah, I'll go after you. Or we could just sit at the table here, honestly, if that's better. Turn the lights on in here. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah. The dog's aggravating me. It's aggravating the dog.
Yeah, the roommate let her out.
Yeah. Tons of
Trying
aggravating.
to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, when it comes to dog barking, there's a lot of aggravating factors. Yeah.
Sneak this chair out of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here. You were too fat to sit in here.
Fair enough. So Star Trek's pretty much the only game you play?
At the moment, yeah. There's a couple other ones that I can't think of any right now because I don't even have them installed. Don't have very much space.
Yeah.
So,
Do you play? So what app or what game do you think you heard about Viber on?
it could have been Star Trek. It could have been Cross Out. There's a couple other games that, like I said, I mean, sometimes I'll play online.
Okay.
And they'll just talk about random stuff. Like, for example, there's things that Cross Out especially, but Star Trek even. There'll be things where you sign up for everybody getting together into an event. And
Yeah.
You just sit around and wait. So while you're sitting around waiting, people talk.
Okay, got it. So it's like a lobby, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, we're kind of from the same era. I've played a lot of games growing up and all that stuff.
Use your restaurant.
Yeah.
But anyway, shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So have there been times where people have tried to just maybe throw links out or just say, "Hey, try this site out," and you're like, "I don't know what it is," and
Almost every day there'll be some random link. Most of the time I don't click on them. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
okay,
Usually when they throw out a link, it's something related to the game.
Right.
Not always. Sometimes they'll be like, hey, I'm talking about this. You want to check it out?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so have there been sometimes where it's a link where it's like, oh shit, I didn't know there was going to be this, and it just kind of throws you for a curve in a way.
Not that I can think of offhand because, like I said, I mean, unless I recognize it, I usually don't click on it.
Okay.
I mean, if it says like stlwiki.com, okay, well, I know what that is. That's something that's based on
Right.
STO stuff.
Right.
But if it's just a bunch of random letters and numbers, and it's like, okay, that's probably a scam of some sort. I don't
Okay.
touch it.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I was talking to this one chick on WhatsApp. Sometimes I got a thing for the Colombians. All right, I hope we don't judge about that. I'm like, yeah, some Colombians. But I was talking to her, and it was some shit like she was like, "Hey, here's a link to my photos," because I wasn't giving her money, but we're kind of like exchanging nudes or whatever. And she put this thing called like a fucking mega link, and I click on that, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah. So have they put like links to Viber before that have just been in the chat sometimes? Or?
Well, there's been links. I don't know what they all go to because most of the time if they're not specifically like STO wiki, it'll be just gobbledygook to me. It'll be a bunch of some shortened URL of some sort that's
Right.
like Viber. I don't know. It might be like VBR. Or like what the hell's
Okay.
that? So I don't click on them because I don't know what they are.
Got
I
it.
know
Yeah.
it's not the game because I know what the thing is that's related to the game.
Right. So the Viber links, they usually identify themselves with VBR or something like that, to where you kind of know it could be that, or
I just not specifically to Viber. I'm just saying, they'll sometimes post something that's just letters. It's like that doesn't even spell a word. I'm not going to click it. I don't know what that is.
fair enough. Do you have an Instagram?
No.
Okay. Any social medias?
I've been on Facebook in the past, but I haven't used it for years.
Okay. Fair enough. Are you allowed to have a social medias?
Yeah, I'm not on
Okay.
supervision or anything.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you've kind of turned your life around and have it all together.
Yeah, I've been trying to, yeah.
Yeah. I
May
mean,
I ask how long your registry's for?
I was on, when I first got out, I had 5 years of treatment, and then I had 5 years of supervision beyond that.
So is
nice.
that already? It's already ended.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
What did they throw you on the registry for?
I downloaded Joe.
Got it. If it's too personal, don't answer. But may I ask what happened with that?
I mean, I don't know what
Like, was it just like that blatant, or?
yeah, I mean, kind of like what you're talking about there about somebody that I thought I knew that I was talking to. In this case, it was IRC, which I've never been on since. They said, "Hey, you'd be interested in this," and sent me a link of some sort. And I went to it, and it was a bunch of names, like, files of some sort. Like, I don't know what these are, so I downloaded them. And then when I looked at them, they were child pornography. And then instead of just deleting them, I
Right.
should have, I contacted the guy back, and I'm like, "Hey, what is this?" And then I sent them back to him. So I received and transported child pornography, but it was only like 15 files.
Right. Yeah, it was just something where basically it's like if someone throws drugs at your door, you take the drug and you're like, dude, I don't want this shit. And you go, oh, you gave someone drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's ridiculous. So obviously, I'm thinking that's something similar to what happened with Viber. So I just wanted to double check. Is your phone number, does it end in Okay. Okay. Well, that is the number on the Viber account. This was not a number relevant to you. So obviously there was a Viber made, and I can totally understand the reservation because it seems like, I mean, obviously you're looking me in the eye, you're being honest with me. It seems like what happened years ago. I don't know. That was before my time, when I was still when I was still doing homework every night, so it seems like what happened was a misunderstanding with that. But obviously when people look at internet records, they don't really care. You know what I mean? They just see that as like, oh, well, this objectively happened. There's no context behind it. And, it's messed up because when it's like a situation where someone shoots somebody with a gun, the context is all that matters, right? Because it could be home defense. It could be a drive-by shooting. It could be accidental. But when it comes to internet stuff, there's no context behind it, which I personally don't think is fair. And that's why I just came to talk to you about this, because I don't want... Obviously, I didn't know the story of what happened until you told me. I just knew something happened back then. But, internet mishaps, you wouldn't be the only person that's happened to. Now, I'm going to be honest. Like, dude, there's tons of people out there that will just straight up just download it because they like it. That happens. But internet mishaps are a different thing. And pretty much what I have is just objectively, some way, somehow, there's a Viber account made with your phone number by you from this house. I mean, that's all traceable. You're not using a VPN or anything, are you? Right. So what I'm just trying to get the context of, because obviously there's different paths that it could happen, right? Because if you're in the middle of the desert, there's 1,000 different ways you could have got there. Could have dropped from a helicopter, you could have wandered there, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's there is there for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to ask, because you said you've seen Viber pop up around, and dude, I'm telling you, we have the same personality where we just do something for a few months and we stop and we do it again.
Right.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking that's what could have happened with Viber. So I do want to ask, I guess what I wouldn't say it's a temptation because I guess you don't know what's on there until you download it. But what I guess caused you to get Viber in the first place?
Uh, if I did, it was a really long time ago. That it would have been one of those things that they were talking about something that I thought was related to the game.
Okay.
I clicked on it, and then when it came up, it's like, well, this isn't game related, and then I deleted it.
Okay, fair enough. So what was the experience on Viber like? Like, did you? Well, let me ask this because there were some groups that we saw. Obviously, you were in on Viber. I kind of want help with those because I want to ask first. Did you create any of those groups on Viber yourself?
I did not create anything.
Okay, good. What?
Like I said, I might have created an account. I don't remember doing so.
Well, I'm gonna stop you.
beyond
I'm gonna stop you right there. We're not gonna go back and forth about whether you created an account or not because that just happened. Like I'm not gonna,
Right.
I'm not gonna argue with you about whether that hat says Patagonia on it, right?
I'm just saying I don't remember.
Well, Rich,
And I definitely did not do anything else with it beyond creating the account.
okay, fair
I
enough.
would not have posted anything. I would not have created anything.
Okay.
I would have looked at it and gone, nope, and closed it.
Okay, fair enough. So, were there some stuff on Viber that you didn't like that you're like, oh, I don't want a piece of this. Let me get off here.
Like I said, it's been a while, and I don't have the greatest of memory, but there must have been because, like I said, I would have immediately just gone nope and gotten rid of it.
Okay. When do you think you got rid of your Viber account?
It would have been like a week after opening it at most. I would have opened it, gone, the hell's this, and then closed it and deleted the account, deleted the app, which probably would not have deleted the account.
Right.
Do you have to create an account to view anything on there?
Whatever it was that I was trying to, they said, yeah, click this and go here. It was, oh, you have to sign up in order to.
Okay, so they
get
basically
into this.
coerced you into making the account. Okay, I see.
And then it's like, well, the program itself was like, oh, you want access to this group chat.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you have to have you have to have an account to do that.
So some idiot was online basically advertising a group chat and they basically put a wall in front of you, like create the account or else you can't see it. And so then you had to create the account and then I guess they let you into the group. So this group chat, what language was it in or what, do you know who invited you to the group chat or where that invite was?
So long ago.
No, you're good, man.
It must have been in a foreign language, not to mention it, because I looked at it and I was like, I don't know what this is. And then because it wasn't game related, I deleted it.
Okay.
Deleted the app.
So it was in a foreign language. So when we say foreign language, like obviously that can even.
If I had to guess, I would say Korean or Vietnamese.
Okay.
Because I recognize Japanese and I recognize Chinese usually, and it was not either those languages, but it was the cuneiform type of
More like the characteristics.
Yeah.
How do you recognize Japanese?
Because I've been really interested in anime for a long time,
Okay,
and I've been trying to teach myself Japanese.
Right.
And Chinese is very similar and related in a lot of ways.
It's like Italian and Spanish.
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah, no, dude, Japanese culture, fascinating, man. We could learn a lot from them, I think, especially in Seattle, but whatever, it's a whole other conversation. Where'd you visit in Illinois, by the way?
It was a woman that, long story short, I was in a online chat group that was similar to Twitch, but it was
Okay.
before Twitch.
Yeah.
It was called Ustream.
Okay.
and we were watching some people playing some game, and this person mentioned, "Hey, I'm going to be visiting Seattle."
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, hey, I live in Seattle."
Right, right.
Oh, well, and then just talking about it, then it's like, "Oh, well, why don't you come out and visit me first so we can get to know you before I come
It's a gentleman thing to
where
do.
you don't, where
Yeah.
I won't know anything,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll just be alone with you."
Of course.
So kind of on her turf or territory, if you will.
There you go.
And I was there for about a week, and then we got to know each other, and then she came out here, went to a bunch of random stores, most of which I hadn't even heard of. Some sort of like novelty stores and that sort of thing, and basically looking for souvenirs. And we toured the city, the Space Needle,
Yeah, yeah.
that sort of thing. And then she went home, and I haven't spoken to her since.
Where in Illinois was she?
I want to say Chicago.
Okay.
It was a big city. I
Okay.
remember some sort of like an elevated train, kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
And that's really about it.
Okay, got it. Dude, I was gonna say, man, you should have tried the deep dish pizza if you were in Chicago, man. God.
I basically she had her own itinerary of stuff. We went to a couple places, aquarium, that sort of thing. And I mean, it's kind of like what I did with her here, and we just kind of toured some of the sites. But
Yeah.
there was nothing.
It's what and the person matters, not what y'all are really doing. Like I hate shopping, but I like shopping at Target with my girlfriend because it's with her. So whatever, that's wholesome. So any like wife or anything or any girlfriend now? Okay. Do you chat with chicks online at least or?
I had in the past, kind of around those times.
Yeah.
I was in my 30s at the time, and I've just kind of, nobody wants to talk to somebody who's a kind of thing. So I was just like,
Right. Stigma around.
I don't need it.
I got you. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes
I
sense.
don't need to be going around telling everybody in the world my issues, just to find out whether somebody is going to continue talking to me past that.
Right, right. So, I mean, how is that when you talk to a chick? Like, do you tell them like immediately, or do you usually like wait a little bit? Or?
It's been 10 years since I talked to anybody about it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's usually I'll kind of introduce myself and we'll talk a little bit. And then when it feels like we're starting to hit it off, I'll be like, hey, this is something you need to know about me
Sure.
before this goes any further, because this could potentially cause problems.
Right.
And that particular girl is the only one that I've ever mentioned it to that continued talking to me afterwards.
Dude, it's weird because if you were to hide that, there's people that hide it all the time, and they get more chicks, and then it comes out later. It sucks that honesty is. It sucks that honesty is with these chicks.
One of my biggest worries, if you will, is that I'll meet a woman that she's single, she doesn't have any children, but then she has like a brother or sister who has children, and then all of a sudden they'll come out and oh my God, it's such a big deal that you're here. Well, if we just nip it in the bud before it even starts,
right.
None of that can ever happen.
Dude, no, and I think in life, look, messing up once is one thing. Messing up twice, I think that's forgivable too. Messing up 3 times, forgivable in some circumstances. But dude, I mean, at some point we're human beings. Like, okay, if someone messes up 3 times, I don't think it should be like, whatever.
I mean, I have 3 tickets and,
Yeah.
still have my license.
Yeah. Funny. Yeah, I'm not known for my driving skills. I'll just say that. So
If somebody's going like 170, they deserve a second chance. What do you
Yeah.
say?
whatever. They're trying to you see what they're trying to do, but
Rub the salt in the wound.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, do you join like anime groups though? Like
For the most part, I just keep to myself these days. I'll watch shows, and that's, I have a couple of friends that I've known forever. One basically when I was working before I lost my ability to work,
yeah.
that it was a second place business, so everybody there was a felon.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wound up meeting somebody there that was in there that had been arrested for the same reason.
Right.
And we became kind of friends. Not him and I weren't very close, but I got to know his roommate.
Right.
And his roommate and I are still close, even though he's long left the picture.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll go over to the the former roommate's house, and we'll play board games
There you
and
go.
that sort of thing.
Nice, nice.
And he's got new roommates that'll also play, and they know everything about it too.
There you go.
You mentioned you're not on the registry anymore, right?
And no, I am still registered.
Oh, that's my
And
misunderstanding.
I'm not under supervision, so I have only the standard restrictions, if you will. You know, don't live near a school, that sort of thing.
Right.
But forgot what I was going to say.
How much longer are you on that for?
To the best of my knowledge, for life.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Illinois, when I was out here, I had applied for a job and it came back that I was registered in Illinois. So
Right.
I contacted them and I said, hey, you know, I've been living out here. I was only there for a week. What do I have to do to get off of the registry there? And they said the particular crime you were arrested for, you cannot get off the
Oh my
registry.
God, that's
Here, I was originally told after 15 years I could get off.
Mm-hmm.
That was about 8 years ago.
okay. Okay.
I'm still on it.
Right.
That's like what,
When
7
the
more
time
years?
came up, first of all, there was a little bit of an issue when I had moved from one place to another. And because I was in Snohomish County now, and I didn't know Snohomish County very well, I went to the wrong location. Instead of taking the day off of work, because I'd have to explain what's going on, I tried to go after work and only had a chance to get to one place.
Right.
And then when I got to the next place, by that point it had been too late, and I had taken too long to register.
Yeah.
I got attempted failure to register charge for that. Wound up spending a week in jail, which fortunately I had vacation time. So I just said I was going on vacation, and all right.
Nice. So there we go. Think smarter. There you go. Got it. So yeah, they really just jerk you all around, man, for no
Well,
reason.
in a way, I kind of get it though. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I get it because there have been people that appear to be perfectly normal people,
Right.
not doing anything, and then all of a sudden they'll do something.
Well,
So they have to keep as much of a track of everybody as they
yeah, it's like a blanket thing covers most, but not all. And you're right. So that group on Viber. Do you happen to know like where they were advertising that group before you got on Viber, or?
Like I said, it had to have been one of the games that I was on
Okay.
because I mean, I suppose it could have been like Twitch or something.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple other chats like that I would go to on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do the Ustream thing until Twitch became really popular, and then I switched over to Twitch, and I haven't been back to Ustream.
Yeah.
But it could have been there. Honestly, it was some sort of a chat thing.
Yeah.
It was whatever it was game related. The
Okay.
chat, and then whatever they posted wasn't game related, and that's why I was like, that's not.
What were they advertising? What the group was going to be?
If I can remember right, it wasn't even this is what the group is. It was more of a, hey, you should check this out.
Okay.
And it's like, well, what is it? Oh, check it out, and you'll see. And it's like, oh, so.
How did the stuff in the group like kind of make you feel?
Simultaneously interested and disgusted.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how better to explain it.
Kind of like what kind of like, so disgusted and for what reason?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know what it was. That
Okay.
was in there.
Okay.
I'm not going to beat around the bush.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Got you.
It was just, I mean, I am technically interested in younger, but like 16 to 18, not like 4 to 8.
Yeah.
And that was more what was there.
Oh, okay.
It's young, and I'm like, ooh, no.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So obviously, so it was she said it was like an Asian group.
Yeah, some form of Asian, or at least all the people talking in it were speaking in
Some foreign language. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so they were, so kind of, of course, since you didn't create the group and since Obviously, I'll take your word you weren't posting anything in there. I'll totally separate you from what's going on in there. But I do want help because obviously, there's people higher on the, if we're going to consider you on the totem pole, there's definitely people higher on the totem pole than you would be, way higher. I don't know. I personally don't even consider you on there. I think you just stumbling across something shouldn't be the end all be all to shit. But in that group, would you say there was mostly boys, girls, or both of what they were posting in there?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Mostly girls.
Okay. Got it. So kind of give me a breakdown, like percentage. And obviously, I know the percentage is going to be probably slightly different than what you say. That's fine. But like, at least, eyeballing it, percentage-wise, what do you think, like between boys or girls that they would post?
From what I saw, just kind of a quick, what's this? Nope. I'd say probably like close to half and half, but a little bit leaning towards the girls.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you mentioned these people were going as low as like the 4 to 8 range of what they were posting.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, they were. I mean, there was one picture that was definitely a toddler. I mean,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was more or less the point where I was just like, okay, no, no.
Right.
This is very, very bad.
No, so that's a picture we definitely want to try to identify because some of these kids could be being some idiot could take a home video or something like that. That might be different, but how's it going, man?
All right.
Good.
How are we doing?
Okay.
Speed limit's only 2 miles per hour, so we're speeding with that. So my grandma with her walking while you're speeding. We'll have to like pull her over and shit.
Oh, grandma.
Yeah, we'll be pulling grandma over. It's like, stop speeding that thing, you old lady. What's your name, sir?
Bruce,
Nice to meet you, man.
how are you?
Good. Nice little group you have here.
You can talk in front of him. So.
Okay, gotcha. So obviously, some of these kids could be, and obviously, look, I know you're not on team here, so I want to try to get some of these kids identified. I'm not saying you know her name. I mean, how could you, or know hers or his? Like, so would you say that picture of a toddler was like a boy or a girl, or?
Well, the youngest one was definitely a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old that toddler look?
3, 4.
Okay. And what was happening in that picture of the toddler?
That particular picture, they were just sitting on the couch completely.
Ooh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. There's in that kind of a group setting, then I'm sure there was more going on there.
100%. Did it look like she was posing, or did it look like it was just kind of a snapshot of her?
That particular one, it looked like it was just a quick snapshot.
Okay. So I'm not saying that you're just doing this in the photos or anything like that, but what race did that girl look like she was?
Probably Asian of some sort.
Okay.
I would guess Vietnamese.
Okay.
Possibly Thai.
Were you able to see her face and hair color and all that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was there any hair on her at all?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, okay, okay. So she's definitely that young then.
There are in this world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You never know. You never know. Got it. So the showing then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a straight on shot.
Got it. So was it like up close, or was it more like at a distance, or?
I would say it's about the distance from me, Bruce.
Okay, I got you. So, yeah. So obviously a purposeful pick then on that guy's end. Okay. So some of the videos in there. I guess first, what would you say? Would they post mostly videos, mostly pictures, or?
A mixture. Like I said, it's been so long, I don't really remember it that well. Just some of them were pictures, some of them were videos.
Got it. Were the videos, and obviously, because we want to try to get some of these perpetrators identified, and obviously, if that happens, I'm not saying I got it from you. That's a promise. How many of these videos were with an adult and a kid? Or was it mostly videos with adults and kids, or mostly kids solo by themselves? Or
Most of the ones that I saw for that, moment that it was there, I would say mostly adults with kids.
Okay.
But I don't remember ever seeing any of the adults' faces. It was just their bodies.
Ooh,
So
okay.
like the neck
Like
down.
they were intentionally hiding themselves.
Intentionally hiding the face. Okay. Were the adults mostly females or males?
Mostly males. There was like one or two that were females.
Okay. How could you differentiate whether it was a male or a female?
Because they would be, and whether they had or not.
Got it. So it would show. Okay, got it. Hey, well, I mean, if the videos were coming from Seattle, you never know who it could be. Then, but
Some weirdos there.
yeah, definitely. So, dude, I bet if you took 10 Seattle and somebody drew what their looked like, you'd have 10 different drawings. But anyway, so it would show like so you see the stuff like that.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Not always.
Got it. Fair enough. And I guess the reason I'm asking, what happens in the videos is because, if some idiot hacks a home camera and it's just an adult showering his kid, that's not something that, we don't want to get a father in trouble for that or anything. So, we obviously want to focus on, specific stuff. Like what would the adults be doing in these videos?
Just put it bluntly, children. Usually they would be working on parts of not just the nipples, but just different parts of the body.
So and other parts. Okay. I see.
How long do you think the videos were? Like, did it have
Less
a
than a
little
minute.
timestamp on it or anything?
I don't remember a timestamp, but I mean, it was one of those that it would just immediately start playing once it was there, and
Right.
it would stop really quickly. So it was like 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like beginning to end of action.
Right. It was just kind of
Just a little snippet.
Got it. All right, so were there some videos too where it was just straight with these kids?
probably, yeah, I don't specifically remember that, but I mean, it could have been.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess what was the age ranges that they would post of the kids in the videos? Like how low and how high did it go?
The youngest was 3, 4, somewhere's in there.
What would they be
Like I
doing
said.
to a 3-year-old?
Which I have to go.
Yeah,
Take care, Bruce.
he's
Okay.
got a doctor.
Good to meet you.
Dentist appointment.
I have an appointment I have to get to.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, it would look like they're starting to tickle them, and then they'd like play with the holes,
Oh, jeez.
or move downwards, and like they'd start to like rub the legs, and then kind of move the thumbs in, and sometimes they would be but yeah, it was just, yeah, like I said, it was only a few seconds of stuff, so it wasn't anything like.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole production here or anything like that. I got you. Yeah, I mean, my tape would only be like 5 seconds because I'm quick, but I didn't say that out loud, did I? Or maybe I did, but
2-pump jump over.
yeah, no shit.
Uh-oh.
What did you forget?
Be a decent human being.
Forgot to see Alan lifting those.
Oh,
But is that a Trump hat there? Oh yeah, your Trump hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say anything to you?
I saw some sort of paper that was taped to next to your door, so I think that's probably something about a subway thing.
Jared?
Jared.
Yeah.
Tolu. Jared Tolu.
He's got to go into Monroe. And,
Is Peanut his dog?
yes.
Oh.
Cute dog.
He must really like it.
Yeah, you got framed pictures of Peanut and all
Actually,
that.
that one,
A pledge
I
to my
took the
dog.
picture with my phone, and at the time I had a printer that could do larger stuff because I was making print and play stuff for the board games.
Yeah.
And so I printed that out, and Gave it to him for his birthday.
Nice, man.
But yeah, he's got a couple other pictures of her too.
So y'all pretty like tight knit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice, man. Nice. Got it. So there was pretty unpleasant stuff in that group, to put it lightly. Got it. So did they mostly post that stuff like on links, or was it like the videos in the chat, or?
It was right there. You open it up and it's there, and then it would just immediately start playing.
Got it. Got it. So how do you get Viber on the computer?
I wouldn't know how to get it on the computer.
Okay.
I had it on my phone.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it.
So yeah, the screen was only, the picture is that big.
Yeah.
Really make out details.
So it was like a chat on, but it was a chat on a game, and they advertised Viber. So how did it go from the computer to the phone?
They just said to check this out, click the link, and then click the link, and it went to Google Play, and it downloaded the thing. It said, "Well, what device do you want to download it to?" So I just downloaded it to my phone because my computer can't download from Google.
Got it. Fair enough.
One more time. I'm stopping at Subway on the way back. So text me and tell me
Jared.
what you want.
All right.
So are there any other apps that you can identify these people doing this stuff in that that you know of, or that people have tried to advertise to you or anything like that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, it's just Viber.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is plugged on a game, download it somehow, and you just see this crap, and you're only in that group for like about a week, and then it's just like you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still see the links advertised on your game?
No. Wherever it was, either because I'm sorry, I can't remember where specifically, but wherever it is, they've either moved on or it's one of the ones that I no longer go to. Like I said, Ustream, I used to go there, and I don't go to that one anymore. I do Twitch instead. Couple other games that I've played in the past, Champions Online, which is
Right.
made by the same people that make StarCraft or Star Trek, which is how I found out it was coming out. I used to play that, and then I haven't played that one since Star Trek came out, so at least 15 years. They're celebrating 15th anniversary right now.
So the little chat where they were advertising, that wasn't just you and your friends. It was like a public chat on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you mentioned that what was in there made you disgusted and interested. So obviously the disgusting part was answered. So what was interesting about it? Not judging, just curious.
Some of them were older, probably still underage if they're posting them in that spot.
Yeah.
But they were definitely, they were developed. They had a little bit of hair. That,
How old would you say they were?
if I had to guess, around 14 to 16.
Okay, got it. So that was kind of like, all right, it's a little bit interesting
that,
to me.
That,
Okay.
that's closer to the range that I've been interested in for my whole life. So
Fair enough. So how many times do you think you maybe got rated to those videos?
One of the 16, maybe 14-year-olds,
Mm-hmm.
when I first saw that, I was like, oh, wow. But that was it, just the one time.
Just that one time? Okay, fair enough. So do you go to like medical treatment or all that? Like, do you like go to the doctor for your hearing or anything like that?
I technically should be, but I've kind of stopped doing much of anything these days. Just getting out is difficult. I mean, I look like I'm okay, but standing for 2 minutes, my legs will start to feel like they're on fire.
Really? That's
Yeah.
because I guess it's the brain waves to the, or I guess explain it.
Right. In my particular case, it technically qualifies as because it's the nerves that are doing the problem, but actually what it is it's called, if you want to look it up, it's the body's immune system is attacking the coating on the nerves that's supposed to make it so that the signal only comes in one end and out the other. And so the best way to describe is think of a really, really old garden hose that's cracked the whole length.
Yeah.
And it kind of leak out along the way.
Right.
Well, the muscles picking up this leaked signal, they're like, well, I don't know what this is. That must mean I'm injured. And so I'll get I'm hurt feeling.
Right.
And the more I use the muscles, the more the nerves are firing, the more the signal goes off. At a certain point, typically, I mean, just walking around in the store can do it, just going shopping. At a certain point, it'll build up enough that the muscles, like, I don't know, I'm going to just contract. Just contract as hard as it possibly can. I mean, think of the worst Charlie horse you've ever had and multiply it by 100.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely familiar with Charlie horses. High school football got me a lot of those.
Doesn't help
The
your
last
order to me, too.
Right.
the last like 3 months of working, I was calling out sick just about every other day because I was physically unable to get out of bed in the morning to get to work, because as long as I was relaxed, I was fine. But then the moment my body would start to move again because I'm awake, then everything would cramp up.
No, I'm so
And
sorry.
I mean, it would be so bad. I literally couldn't stand on it.
How often do you see a doctor now?
Well, like I said, I should be, but I haven't been. The last time I saw the doctor was probably about a year ago,
Okay.
a little less than a year ago.
You don't take medications to subside it or anything.
Unfortunately, because it is the nerves that's causing the problem, and therefore it's basically the body miscommunicating with itself. The doctors, multiple doctors that I've talked to, have said that the only thing that would work is opiates, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with the pain.
No, 100%. That's good. That's good.
Asking for an addiction.
Yeah, and so and that's part of the reason why I don't even go see the doctors, because they can't help me. It's going to continue progressing, and there is no treatment. The most they can do is make me hurt less.
Right. So speaking of treatment, the reason I asked about the doctors is because I look at you as somebody who probably needs help, not just but just help for some stuff like this in general, because I genuinely appreciate you being honest about the group, because that shows me that you don't condone what's going on, but sometimes we binge some things and then shit happens, right? And I don't doubt that your situation that got you in some hot water in the first place was a misunderstanding. And look, when we're home all day, when we're not really working, dude, idleness can be a huge problem for people, and that's how it started. Or curiosities can just go and your mind runs amok. So I'm just going to tell you, and obviously, again, not here to argue about it. I mean, you were online on Viber 2 days ago, and that's the last time I checked. I mean, you could have been online this morning, but I just checked 2 days ago, and that's kind of what brought me here. I didn't come because, there might have been something a few years ago. It was 2 days ago that this happened. So I'm going to tell you right now, what I think we need to do is, I think you need some help for this, because I know you're not, I know if I were to talk to you outside or, say in Walmart or something, if I said, hey man, I think that people that look at this stuff, or people shouldn't be looking at this stuff, you'd agree with me on that. Okay. Like, you're not one of those people who's like, oh, you know what? These are videos of babies and toddlers and, I like it. Go f yourself. That's not who you are. You don't agree with that. But something brings us to keep being online and watching it. And I'm more concerned about putting a stop to it rather than ruining you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that to happen. I'm not saying I can ruin you or anything like that, but the best solution to this is we find a path forward. So I kind of want to figure out what is bringing you on Viber, because obviously there's some curiosity there. It's something happening, and you were on there, 2 days ago, at the very least. I mean, if not today. So I guess, did you re-download it, or did you just have it this whole time, or what happened?
It's actually on my old phone, and when I turn it on, it just automatically downloads everything that's on there. And every now and then, gives a scroll of, here's all these messages that have been on since the last time, and some of them will tap it, and then it's like, oh nope, and then I'll close it.
What's the reason behind opening that phone back up?
Well, like you said, more or less curiosity.
Gotcha.
Okay. Because I mean, you're going to answer this question honestly. When's the last time you've a child?
3 days ago.
Okay. What was it?
It was a teenager girl, around 13, 14 years old.
Okay. With
a younger boy, probably around 9 or 10.
Okay. And what were they doing together?
In that particular video, they were taking a bath, and she happened to reach over and touch him, and he got it from that.
And then And
That was the extent of the video from that point. I mean, it was only a few seconds long.
okay, so what makes you? And again, I'm not judging you. I'm just asking. But what makes you by that?
Just kind of a treatment thing here, but it's the way my original treatment provider, my therapist, worded it is repeated. When I was that age, I had a stepsister who was that age that forced me to do stuff with her.
When you were 9 and she was
Yeah, I was 9, 10. She was 15, 16, somewhere's in there.
okay, I see. So in a way, you kind of want to just relive what happened or see that.
It's not so much that I want to. It's more of a that's the only thing that I find interesting anymore.
Okay.
I don't know why, and I would obviously never actually go out and do it because I'm not a 10-year-old anymore.
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah, it just
Okay.
I don't know how else to explain that.
Right. So I just want to showcase some groups that we saw you in here. One of them was Boys American, Girls Lesbian, All Girls, I Want Links. What does SOPAS mean?
Huh?
SOPAS? SOPAS?
So that's soup.
Soup? Oh, I have no idea why I'd be in that group.
Sometimes they just name stuff to try to get past the
censors. Okay.
Yeah, when they do have a link that they because they'll just post, hey, join this other group. Sometimes I'll tap that and go to the other group because hey, maybe they'll have what I'm looking for. And then once it's on there, it's a little harder to get back out.
So what would you say you're looking for on Viber?
Well, like I said, the thing I'm specifically looking for is more or less that particular video, that kind of thing. The older girl,
So
with
basically,
the
okay.
younger boy.
Okay, got it. So like an older but underage girl, and then basically like a 5th grade boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere's in there.
Got it. And that's because of something you went through as a kid. Okay. See, that's understandable. And I don't think you've ever had that chance to explain that to people when I guess you got caught the first time. I don't think
That's my phone.
it's your phone.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I'll just
Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what phone? So how many? So you have 3 phones, 2 phones?
I have 2 phones. There was one that's a really old phone that when I became old, I got the Lifeline, I think it's called.
Life Alert?
Yeah, no, the free phone.
Oh, okay.
Help! I fallen and can't get up.
Yeah, no, the Obama phone, but it was actually around before Obama.
Yeah, man.
And, but
I worked hard for that hoe, man.
that phone wasn't compatible with the new system, so I had to get a new phone for that. But then I just never threw the
So
old phone away.
you ended up getting 2 Obama phones?
No,
Tracking I.
the old phone I had actually paid for while I was working.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that was 12, 13 years ago now that I lost my job, and I had this phone while I was working there.
Got it.
And then because it's so old, it just wasn't compatible with the new technology. So when I got the updated system, I had to get an updated phone to go with it.
Fair enough. So how do you select what to save on your phone?
For the most part, I don't. It automatically, anything it downloads, it saves.
Okay.
And a lot of times I have to keep going in and deleting everything.
Okay. Got it. So basically, there's some automatic download feature that goes to your gallery or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Is that every time? Is that every video? Or is that every video you watch?
Every video, because it'll just download and then it'll start playing just because it's on the screen.
I see. Okay. So it just assumes that you're watching it. Okay. Got you. So these groups right here, how did you even, I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now. I mean, obviously, I appreciate I guess I appreciate the effort in saying that it came from some online game, but realistically, how do we come across Viber? Because it wasn't
In In the first place, it was something random like that somebody, hey, you should check this out. And then from there, whenever they'd have, like I said, when they would have a link to something else, I
Yeah.
would click that one because, hey, maybe they have something.
Right.
So it just kind of ballooned from there. But the original time, it was just, I just stumbled across something.
Okay.
Somebody happened to be talking about it and I clicked it.
Right.
I,
So how long have we been relapsing for?
probably about 10, 12 years. Because I mean, it's that old phone that I haven't had, phone access with for that long. And that's why I kept it, is because it had that on it.
Got it. So, and I know
it was more of a case if I was afraid to throw it away, because
right.
how do I get rid of that information without it being traceable?
Right. So basically, and I'm not trying to make it sound bad or anything, but basically you kept that phone because that's the access to the CP. Okay. A lot of Spanish stuff here.
Yeah. So,
So when they say it's aggravated child, what's aggravated about it? Like, why do they say aggravated?
because it was under the age of 12. Some of the pictures that have been downloaded. So if it's
Told you.
if it's older but it's still child, then it's not that big of a deal. But then when it's really young, then it's like, well, that's even worse. So we have to add to it. Okay, so it's not just
less of
this;
consent.
it's aggravating.
Right.
Yeah,
he
have a there's
right.
It's just worse.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
No, he was telling me in the car. He's like, aggravated means that he like presses the download button harder. And I'm like, dude, why would you even? Why would you?
What I really said.
I see. So, do any of these people in the house with you kind of know about, our struggles with, no?
I've very intentionally kept it in my room away because both of them are past well,
right?
Yeah, which I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, A, I don't want to get them in trouble, and B, I don't want to give them the temptation.
Fair enough. Do you know if they have like Viber at all or anything like that?
I seriously doubt it. Bruce can barely.
I mean, that guy doesn't know how to use a
text
phone.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh, you see. Got it.
What's that?
That's the dog scratching at the door.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't like being locked up away from everybody.
Got
of course, since she doesn't know you, she'll think she's
she
defending
did
me.
me when she first came out. It's
Yeah.
all whatever.
She thinks she's defending me from invaders.
Yeah.
Which,
Send her ass to the border.
yeah.
God, it'd be more freaking useful than anything the past 4 years. But, gosh, okay, I see. So in these groups, I mean, obviously, I do take your word that, because of something that happened to you, that your interest or limit is something with a younger boy and a older but younger girl. But how low do these people go in the groups like these other? Because that's obviously who we want to go after, like the real bad guys.
Like I said, I've seen as young as 2, 3, 4, somewhere's in there. Definitely, like, if I had to guess an age, I would say 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very young. That almost certain that they don't understand what is happening.
Is happening,
Just
right?
Do this. Okay.
What characteristics make you think that they were like 3 or 4 years old?
Just the very tiny, have absolutely no development whatsoever.
Were they wearing like diapers or pull-ups or anything like that?
Not any of the ones that I saw, but
What were they
there's
wearing?
a lot of stuff in there that I haven't. There's so much stuff constantly flowing. I can't see it.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
Has anybody asked you to like trade at all or hit you up for trades? Because
There have been messages, but I've ignored them. I've tried to basically just be a shadow on the
Yeah, fly. Yeah. I got you.
fly on the wall.
So how do they? So when you say there's messages, like what are those messages saying?
Well, there's a lot of it in Spanish. There's a lot of it
Yeah.
in some Asian language. So most of it I don't understand.
Sure.
But it seems to be kind of a, hey, let's trade. And it's like, I'm definitely not clicking that.
Got it. So they DM you individually.
Yeah, well, there's been a couple of them that, because once you're on there, you can click the person, and so like up here, this has the name. If you tap here on the name, it'll
Right.
bring down, and then it'll see all the people in it, and then you can tap the people and send them messages. So there's been a couple of those, but I ignored those. For the most part, it's just they'll post a thing saying, hey, I'm looking for something, or it'll be like, hey, go to this place and
Right.
spend some money. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I don't want these people to even know I'm here, let alone to create a paper trail of me purchasing this.
Right. No, of course. So have you just got carried away and just bought something for the hell of it? No. Okay.
I've never, anything that was either trade or buy, I refused to even touch it.
How much were they asking for it to begin with?
It depends on, some of it was like, hey, I've got access to hundreds of groups for $20. Some of it's like, I've got a terabyte of stuff to download for $100. Anywhere's in between.
What was the payment method that they were asking for?
Most of it was Bitcoin. Some of it was just through PayPal, which I thought that was kind of the worst possible way to do it, because
They weren't asking for like gift cards or nothing like
I
that.
never saw that. No, it was usually just, it was either send me videos, so then I'll send you videos, which obviously I never responded to. Or they were, click this link and buy this stuff from me. And there again, I never did that.
So were there times where maybe you didn't like trade with them, but maybe just forwarded something where?
Yeah, I'll be the police.
How's it going, sir?
Hello. Someone called? Not that I know of.
Yeah, basically, we're just having a conversation here. Richard, you got some child you got to get rid of, right?
Right.
Okay. And you are for child? Yeah. Okay. And the child is on like a phone of yours?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're here for, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right, get some statements and everything. And can we come in, Richard?
Yeah.
All right. How's it going?
How's it going?
Good. So, what brings us here, Richard? Are you okay with that? Just talking here?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be going to jail from here, but yeah.
Just be honest, bro.
Yeah. I had accessed some child pornography online on an old phone that's not actually connected to the phone system.
I don't know if the dog can get out.
Oh, this one.
The door's closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Richard. Because I'm not sure what's everything's going on. Your dog's fine. Oh, we don't want to get out. I'm just going to advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you be questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, we will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. Deciding to exercise these rights and not answering questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've just explained to you?
Yes.
Have these rights in mind, do you wish to continue to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you were saying about the child.
Right. I accessed an app on an old phone and used it to download.
Okay. All right. And where's that device now? Is it on a computer or it's on your phone?
It's on there.
Do you mind showing us
There's a computer in there too.
just what device it is? No.
More than one phone.
Oh yeah. He has two phones in there, officer. At least two phones. At least two phones.
Anybody else in the house besides the guy?
I think one other, but old man.
I think he left. He went to go to Jared Subway.
I think. Oh, well, he has two roommates here.
The other room's got the door open. There's nobody in there.
Oh,
Because that's where I was going to stuff the dog when I went.
got it. Oh, he got dismantled. He got dismantled. I knew if I was just hard on him, I'd be like, no, Richard, I'm not arguing with you. Just what are we doing here? Like,
That was good.
yeah,
That was good.
yeah. Because I knew he was like a type where he's like not aggressive. So I just knew if I just stared him, I was like, when's the last time you do it? And he would just tell me.
He was just nerdy enough to be honest the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why I was like, dude, he's got to be. That's why I brought up like the tour brown.
Oh yeah, no.
I didn't know if you had asked him yet because I couldn't hear what was going on because of the damn dog.
Yeah.
But so that's why I was like, bring that up.
Yeah. Be quite the combination though to have an Obama phone with CP and the Tor browser. Like.
Are you on the right out state?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
What's yours about?
Okay.
First one on the right.
Oh, thank you, Claire.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
How'd you guys get involved with this?
Well, basically, we have a group where we catch online child across the country. We're from Houston, Texas, but we have arrests in 46 states, convictions in 40. And most of the time, they're messaging like an underage decoy kind of ours. We go beat them, talk to them on camera. But sometimes we have groups online that we think have child pornography in them. And the reason why we say think is because we have all of our settings turned off where no images can be displayed or downloaded. So here, I'll show you this real quick. So basically, we go in groups like these, like on this app Viber specifically, and the image is it's called Viber, Viber, and the image is just displayed to us. Like, obviously, you can't see what's on the image, so we turn that setting off for an obvious reason. And we basically point out phone numbers in the group that are American. So that was his phone number in there. Then we ask him about those groups, and he admits what's in there.
Okay. How'd you guys get here?
His phone number went back to this address, and then we saw that he's a so made sense.
All right. Where do you guys get these pictures? That are like the cutout ones?
Basically, so I printed those out, and those are just screenshots from the group. But obviously on Richard's end, it shows probably some more stuff than that.
And you guys post the videos?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, eventually we do.
No, I saw you recording. I don't have an issue with that.
Got it. Yeah, well, obviously we let them know we're recording and everything.
Yeah, I do have a phone number, but can he call you back in like 20 minutes because we're like in the middle of, the same thing right now. Yeah. All right, got it. I'll give you a call back in 20 minutes. Yep.
Who's that?
El Paso PD.
They actually called?
They called me.
I'm shocked.
They said they were calling you, but it was going straight to voicemail.
They El Paso PD call me. You should just give them my number, or just whatever number they call me.
Houston number too.
Oh, maybe in that case.
Yeah, they called from a Houston number.
E. Jacobs. All right, yeah, I'll text them then.
Everything in your pockets.
You just emptied everything, but you're looking to. And that's all good.
Actually, 12 will go. We'll take from that. I'll walk outside. How are you, folks? That hurt your shoulders?
Slightly.
Okay. Put two cuffs on it for you.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Richard of Gold Bar, Washington. We identified him as being in possible child groups. He was convicted in the early 2000s of aggravated child and he said he's been relapsing for about 12 years now. He owns a child Obama phone, and is in multiple child groups and has seen videos as young as toddlers. So this is in, yeah. He's in big trouble right now, to say the least. And this is Washington, so he'll be going to jail for a very short time. So, all right, full video will be on X for subscribers.
Let's go see if we can get a group photo.
Oh yeah, bulls on parade. Here, we can do the cuck face, like. Here. Oh shit!
Wait. Oh, we missed.
Here, wait.
Back up.
Here, no, here, get behind. Oh yeah, get behind here.
I have in my pocket. It would be the one that has a round head.
That was so
unprofessional.
Oh yeah, no problem. Who cares?
So unprofessional.
He's so.
Yeah. Too bad that in Arlington wasn't.
I know. Dude, that's crazy. If it was like
the sun's in my eyes.
If we were like near Seattle right now in this part of, they would take forever to show up. I'm sure these deputies in this area have nothing to do.
The mountains here.
Dude, that's so beautiful. Right. All right, guys, be sure to join locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos early and uncensored, tons of mugshots, conviction updates, all that stuff. And yeah, we're all the way in Gold Bar, Washington. You can see the Cascade Mountains in the background here, and beautiful area. So, sub to
Washington Poachers.
That's right. In the pinned comment. I'll put
pinned comment.
That's right. So yeah, we drove probably 35 hours from home right now. So $10 a month gets us here. So appreciate it. Pinned comment. Get some merch at poacher.com.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.